Yeah, here we are. Once again, it is on. Yeah, but we are doing something that has catapulted the Funkadelic into multi-platinum status. But before we get to that, we want you to know that you are funking around with PTFI and David K-OS. Welcome back, y'all. And
Welcome back to the show, you guys. We're
man,
doing all right.
y'all still
I,
hanging?
I hope you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say y'all still hanging, so we still banging. That's all. I'm just,
There you go. And I hope you guys are hitting that like and subscribe button
hey,
along with the share button
hey, man.
because that just helps us grow.
My big sister would be so proud of you, man, because she was like, "Y'all got to say that more often." And believe me, we've been saying it at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. So yes, before we even get
Welcome,
started,
ladies and gentlemen, to the like and subscribe show,
because that's what we need to keep this going. It's got to keep
starring
going.
Share, starring Share PTFI and David K-OS.
Share. You see, you always say to share. I always say like, subscribe, and notify. But see, you had that share on there, so that's four things, man.
Well, share is because I want people to share the show.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, man, but before they share it, I want them to hit that they at least, liked it, and then before they share it.
Well, yeah. That's why we say like and subscribe, and you should get the notify or you hit that bell.
That
But after you do
ding,
all that, share the show, man.
share it. Send it. You can send it by text, by email, Instagram,
We sharing
TikTok.
all this funk with you.
Man, yeah, man, because I know it's a lot of people. You got options out there. We know that y'all got options to get this funk delivered to you. But hopefully, we're doing it in a different format that keeps your interest and makes you want to keep coming back for more. Because we want to give you more of what you funking for.
Yeah, and I wanted to do this for the last show, but we got so deep
Yeah.
that I just totally forgot about it.
And what was that, man?
It was just a bootleg, one of them bootlegs that came out by DJ Joe Run Bombay,
Okay. All righty.
and yeah, he had some little concept going on with his releases.
Little blue 45. Yeah.
hmm It was basically some Aqua Boogie loop type thing, remixes that he
Hmm.
did. They sound kind of cool.
Well, cool. But man,
And he
we,
did one for this too.
okay. Mm.
So that was yeah.
That's a nice sharing.
But
Cause
I digress. We
yeah,
getting back into
man, I was about to reel you in because we don't went underwater and danced and didn't get wet, so we just kind of toweling off from that. So now let's something that hasn't happened before is going to happen with Funkadelic. Funkadelic, y'all, is about to have a multi-platinum smash hit on their hands. And we are talking about, y'all, One Nation Under a Groove by Funkadelic.
and this will be their second Warner Brothers release.
Second release, but man, uh, the next batter up coming up second. This was the one that knocked it out the park. Now I know we was talking about, man, who did you think it was when you first heard it? So I'm gonna tell you what I thought, and then I think you're gonna blow everybody's mind when you tell them what you thought when you first heard the song. Um, when I first heard it, I thought it was Parliament, cause
Hmm.
but I thought it was just Parliament without the horns. So it was like, okay, we're doing some clean, super clean Funkadelic, and it's not so hardcore guitar. Ain't no hardcore jollies on this thing because we just came off of that monstrous ride of nothing but guitars screaming from beginning to end, even in the slow jams. We were just like, okay. But this right here, this was easy on the ears. It was able to get you to the dance floor. It didn't take, it wasn't no build up to get to it. It, you put the needle down,
Had a nice little intro, and then
man, and it was grooving. It was grooving as soon as you put it in. That doom 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 doom. It was like, okay. It's like giving you time to get to the dance floor. Let me see who I can pick out over here to see if they want to dance or not. Because that was a dance floor Megatron bomb of a hit. Now,
and we later find out that that was them. They had just got some new equipment.
yeah, I heard that
And
story
they
too.
tried it all out. Yeah,
Man, but
made a hit out of it.
but man,
Yeah, some new toys.
and a new dude on the block too with some who love to say, man. See, I always thought he said it can be arranged, man, and I tell you,
And be work.
see, you say worked, I say arranged, but we talking about Mr. Junie Morrison. Wow. But now there are many
For
players
those of you
involved.
who don't know
Yeah,
who that is,
yeah.
that's Granny from Funky Worm.
Granny from Funky Worm. Yeah, but there are other players involved and writers and once again, man, it had to me it had that Parliament um, vocalization going on with all of everybody harmonizing on certain parts, right? So that's what threw
Mm.
me. So that's what I thought. So as soon as I heard this, I was like, oh man, this is Parliament, but oh, it's Funkadelic. Oh, cool. So who did
Yeah, they
who
threw
would
me for a loop with that.
so who and what did you think when you first heard One Nation for the first time? Who did you think it was?
Man, y'all are not going to believe this, and you probably not going to hear the connection. But uh, and it didn't get to me till that part came up where it was like, okay, who is this? And this was like when I first heard it a few times on the radio and didn't catch who they said it was. But when they got to the they got to that part,
Yeah.
just the way they had layered the vocals on that,
Mhm. Go ahead,
and
man. Come on.
and the synthesizer sounds with the
Yeah.
keyboard bass and
Yeah. Cause
the
cause
all that and the I thought it was Stevie Wonder, man. See y'all laughing, but I did.
I'm
That's how
laughing.
clean. That's how clean it sounded. Because see, a lot of people don't realize how funky Stevie
Man,
got.
well, Stevie was dabbling with that synthesizer
But
bass
he
sound
was
way back
dabbling
in the
with
day. Yeah,
yes, in
man.
like 73,
Well,
74. He was
yeah,
already
man.
doing that.
Yeah. So,
I
so,
mean, what was
man,
that song?
I don't.
Maybe your
Maybe
baby
gonna
made
have
some
some.
other plans.
Woof,
Wow.
woof, woof.
I mean, come on, man. He had a certain
Oh
way he was
man.
playing, and that's kind of like the feel. It was a little faster than that, but it just
Yeah.
the feel of it was. It sounded like the keyboard was being played like percussion on some parts.
And you said some folks
And
may
that
not
was.
see that connection, but no, I see it. I see the connection. I got you. It makes sense. But when I heard that breakdown, but after that, after that,
I just kind of had that arranged. To me, it just had Stevie Wonder arrangements and vocals all over. I
but
mean,
but
I
but
don't know, just
but
that part.
okay, but then after that part though, when it breaks down, I'm like, ooh, that's some classic flashlight breakdown right there. That's when it breaks for that. Damn. Damn,
This is their
damn.
part in it. But then when they said who it was, I was like, "Mm, you serious?
Yes, we
What?"
are.
So I went
Yes.
rushed and got the album.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
actually, I rushed and got the
Oh,
45.
don't tell me you got the 45, man. Come on now.
Yeah, I did
Don't tell me you got the
because I couldn't
45.
afford it straight out the album. And of course, what I ended up doing
Oh no,
is
you.
I cut it. I cut the cover
Oh,
up and put it in a photo album.
dude, how many collectible items have you just?
Phil. But I had to go. I went and got another one.
I
Don't
know,
worry
man,
about it.
but it's not the
I went
first
and
one
got
though.
another
But
one.
it wasn't the first though. See, that's what I'm saying. So you was
No,
a
it was. It was.
oh
It was.
oh
It
okay.
was. I mean, it was during the same time, but it wasn't the first one I got. Yeah, I cut it up, but then I had to go get another one because I had
Hey,
lost this part of it. I had lost, the back part of it, and I was like, oh no, I gotta, I
hey,
gotta,
hey,
gotta
man.
get
Wait,
back.
wait. How did wait? I know it's part one and part two. How did part two start again?
Do, 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 do,
I'm like,
do,
wait a minute.
do, do,
I'm like, y'all
do, do,
tripping.
do, do,
What?
do, 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 do,
You gonna
do.
start part two on the flip side of the 45 with the Dodio Dos. All right, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was like, 'cause that was to me, that was like, that was the best part of the song for me when I
Okay.
when I first heard.
All right.
But it
No,
was just like, just the vocals were smooth. They were just smooth with it.
man.
To be
Well,
Funkadelic,
but hold
they
on.
it was
Okay, so we
they
gonna
had me thinking it was Stevie Wonder. Come on, man. That was some trickery going on.
oh
They
wait.
got me, man. I was like,
But man,
oh,
as I listened to this track even more, I heard something. I said, man, that's not a guitar though. I was straining my ears. I'm like, I said, oh wait a
what,
minute.
what
Wait,
part?
that's a banjo. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh
That
yeah.
sound like a that sound like some banjo on here,
Man,
man.
you know what now? See, this is why I
Messed
stopped
me up.
asking band members who
Messed
played
me
what.
up. Oh man.
Because when I asked Gary about that,
Uh-huh.
I heard that they had pulled the banjo out of the mix
Uh-huh.
and they were just playing at the to end, where where you string the guitar, they was playing back, he was playing back there. Gary told me, says, yeah, they didn't tell you about playing the guitar back there. It sounded like a banjo. And I was like, I used to do that when I was little and didn't know how to play the guitar. I'd always do that either up there where the strings up at the neck and it sound like a little cling, cling,
Like a
cling,
harp
cling.
almost.
Yeah, I would do that just to be playing
Mm.
around. And then down at the back, so like, man, it sounded trip. I got a little, it sound twangy, like, but I didn't
Man,
think
so
of it playing it
sound
sound
like
like a
Gary was
banjo. But he had said that.
sound
So
like Gary was messing with you, man. That's what it sounded like to me.
yeah, because it's credited for Bobby Lewis
Oh,
as the banjo player, but then I I don't hear a banjo. I hear a guitar. But
oh, really? Okay. Well, there you go. I, I I
but
heard
then
it.
I mean,
I heard. Wait. Put it like this:
I guess it is.
the sound. Okay, can we agree it was a different sound of the guitar? If it wasn't a
Yeah,
banjo, it was definitely something that sounded twangy and
I
country
think it was a banjo. Though.
and country. Sound like somebody was picking a banjo. And I
Yeah,
tell you,
all of the funk was country, man.
man, I ain't hating on it. I'm loving it. What are you talking about, man? No,
Then another thing that got me was um, how I had the One Nation one. This was the first one I got, and it was this cover of Warner Brothers.
mm, okay.
Then when I got another one, it was this cover.
Oh, the Burbank. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, and I was like,
but
wait a
it
minute,
looked
because some
different
people
though.
got huh?
It looked a little different. You know what I mean? Like that, see,
Well, yeah, it's
that
got
that
the classic.
WB in that WB under Warner Brothers. That see, I don't remember that being there. That's a trip.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, some people, the album they got had that label,
Mm,
the Burbank label, and I was like, man. And I figured, after doing my little research, depends on where the record was printed at, like what.
right. Oh yeah. It could be printed anywhere
So
in the
if
world. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like so if it was printed at the Terre Haute disc where they print records at, you got a different
Yeah. Depends
got
on
different
what
pressing,
and
different
when
pressings from
too.
different places.
And the timing too. Did they still have
Yeah,
those other labels? So they needed to go
because
in
I
and
think the
use them. Yeah.
Burbank label ended up a lot of East Coast people
Mm.
got that label.
Okay.
I'm assuming, I don't know,
Yeah.
but out here we got the new Warner
The new
Brothers
like
label.
the tan. I call that the tan label.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah. Um
yeah,
now also on
I
that
love this
jam,
record.
also on that jam, this cat we mentioned him in another episode, Doug Duffy shows up as a third um synthesizer player with Bernie and Junie. So
Hmm.
it's a
But can
lot.
you tell what parts was
uh,
his though?
No, I can't. All I would be able to do is guess. I don't know.
He
I I, I
probably did that.
I would say Bernie's doing. See, I would say Bernie's doing the bass synthesizer. Junie's doing some squigglies, and I'm thinking the other cat is doing some more of the like you said, the kind of semi melodic
I
stuff.
don't
That's all guesswork.
know.
Don't know.
Then you hear that? That was no, that was all Bernie.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, I mean, but it was
well,
written by Judy.
right. So,
But
so,
I don't
so,
know, man.
so,
Like that's
so
what I didn't like about Parliament Funkadelic Records when they put the names down.
it was like
They didn't
it was
say who
gumbo.
played what on each song because a
It,
lot of other artists did that, and that's what I loved about reading the credits is that you
right.
could actually find out who played what on
It
what
was
song,
it was
especially
like
if
gumbo. They just threw it
yeah,
all in
especially
there.
like if you got a Patrice Rushen album,
Hmm.
they would list each because each song had different players on it. You didn't just have like okay, Paulino da Costa, Freddie Mims Jr., blah blah
Hmm.
blah, play this, play that. No, when you get the little inside cover to read the liner notes, you seen okay on this song, blah blah blah, played this, blah 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 blah. Everybody's
You ain't
listed
getting that with P
what
Funk,
instrument
man.
they play.
Sorry, you ain't getting
I
that.
know that's what I'm
You
saying.
ain't getting that. Sorry,
That's what it was like.
it ain't happening. It's
Come
like,
on, labels. Are y'all sabotaging or what?
yeah,
Y'all don't want
man.
nobody to know who
No,
they are.
no,
What's
no.
going on?
Yeah, man, top secret, secret sauce. No, you gotta wait
Oh
40. Got to
no,
wait 40 years later till a book or two come out to try to
that's that's
explain it.
that's neglecting your artist. If you ask me, but
Oh baby.
I digress. We ain't
All
that
right,
deep.
man. Okay,
I'm talking about the album,
I
and
know,
I
man.
thought it was Stevie Wonder. So
So there you
you
go.
know,
Take it. Take it.
there you go. One Nation was
What?
the banging song of '78 until Boogie came or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
But and
All
it
right.
just the cover, the album, then when I got the album cover, the cover just had that whole Iwo Jima vibe, it was just the whole
Raising the funk. They raising a funk flag,
they're
man.
raising the funk flag, and I was like, where I know that picture from? And it was
Mhm.
like, yeah, it was the picture of Iwo Jima, when
Yeah.
they
And they
the
raised
troops
the American
came.
flag. We raise, and it's a trip. He's raising the R&B. They raising the R&B flag, but for the funk heads, y'all know what R&B stands for when we talking about funk, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Y'all know y'all.
rhythm and
We,
business,
we, we ain't talking about R&B like it's in the blues,
rhythm and
rhythm
blues. We
blues. We
talking
talking
about
about
rhythm and
rhythm and
business.
business. And you see it's red, black, and green. Y'all know what we mean, right? So, but the One Nation flag was multicolored. So, statements was being made right then and there, and they on top of the world doing it, right? So
Yep.
it's deep concept as you get into One Nation. I got the
Yeah, red, gold, black, green,
you got them all.
white, and blue. So you had American. That was basically your African American flag there.
yeah. So
You know, or all the mixtures.
now, since we
And
on One
plus
Nation, and yeah, yeah, what, yeah. See, you pulling that out too.
the
See,
CD. Well, it's a CD version. I
oops,
ain't.
I can't show that the other side unless I let me see, put my arm
Oh, your
across.
side is black and white. Mine is in color. What's going on?
Hey man, cover that person up, man.
Oh man, they
What you mean, all man? I'm just saying. I want to say
censorship, huh?
yes, yes,
No.
very much so.
Oh man, come on, y'all
And see,
getting weak around here.
so
Anyway,
yeah, this was a nice fold out, and it even had
yeah,
the words, man, for a CD.
yeah.
I mean, that was
Well,
kind
I
of
mean for the
that.
album, man. I'm talking about the original LP.
Okay, well, you brought that up. I'm just saying for the CD release, we kind of jumping into the '90s and stuff, but that was a nice layout for the CD. For the album, it was a gatefold, right? That opened up, and you got a
Yeah, I'm
whole
about
bunch. You got a lot more than what you funking for when you opened it up. It gave you
yeah, and
something
you
to
had a
read.
sticker on there. The little sticker was on there too that said includes extra
Uh,
7 inch
yeah,
for 33 and a third more of what you're funking for EP.
right. So it wasn't really a
That was
45, but it was the size of a 45 being played at 33 and a third, which was
yeah.
different.
So you had this fold out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna censor the other part.
Okay.
But this was the fold out,
Yeah. And
and you
man,
had it,
yeah,
and then this was
yeah,
the Pedro collage on the back,
seriousness.
with the Batman and
Oh man,
Muhammad Ali and
it
all that on there.
the back was true and the inside was true funkadelic style. The cover though was they censored themselves. It seems like because they knew that they were going to have a hit with One Nation. That's what it looked like to me. Even though they're
I don't see this cover as being censored,
oh,
but
okay, all right.
that was electric
Wait,
spanking. But
wait a minute. No, no. That's what I'm work. What I'm saying. I didn't say it was censored. I say it's there aren't any fresh body parts on it. If you, okay, let me just say that, like how on all of the other Funkadelic albums. Okay,
well, she was semi.
that's I rest my case. That's what I'm saying. She's semi. She ain't the pink lady on Hardcore Jollies and the rest of that stuff. It's
Well,
different, man.
yeah,
Okay, it's different. That's all I'm saying. So it
but I
was
love the little comic stuff. And this Funkadelic story was when I was like, oh, so they adapted that. This was the Funk Wars. So it was basically Star Wars.
yeah,
And they even had one of the characters, that was the that was a version of Darth Vader
yeah,
named Barfed Vada.
yeah.
See, he
They
got
just flipped
money,
it
he got
around. Yeah.
money signs for his eyes.
Yeah,
And
man,
then
it was
you know,
continuing on from that Funkadelic, the Star Wars theme, man. Funkadelic was starting to carry the torch of some of the from off of the Parliament thing, man, which was cool.
Medulla oblongata doodoo spastic chunk for Barfed Vada.
But see, leave it to Pedro because he go throw his twist on it, right?
Funk must be cloned at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
And what y'all, this is how they used to take jabs at people like, let's take it to the stage.
Right. Isn't Danny
Barfada he's holding a dookie
Dookie
stick.
stick? Yeah.
So you know who that was, you know who he was digging at on that.
Rest in peace,
And it
George.
says George Dookie Stick
Rest in
with an arrow
peace.
pointed to it.
Yes.
So, yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Um, and they were just having fun. They were, it's a little fun and love with their
Mm.
competition.
Hey man, I love what George said. We wasn't mad at nobody. We just trying to get a hit, man. And
Yep,
at this point, they were the
yep,
ones to be jabbed at because now they're the ones on top with the hits. Now,
yep.
now I'm going to say since we still on One Nation, this is when you first put the needle down at the beginning. It was no build up, no nothing. This is side one, track one. This monster of a intro to a song just was just hitting you. The percussions
And
coming
that,
at you.
yeah,
Man.
Mary for Tangelo. That's when he showed up.
And since we still on One Nation, the track one, where were you when you heard the 12-inch version of this?
It just came on the radio one day, and it was. I said, "This is a different. It sounds.
Right.
I think it sound. It was like more in stereo
Mm,
because you notice the Warner Brothers record. Some labels it would say stereo on it, but Warner Brothers didn't. So I assumed it was in mono or something. But it had the stereo separation. But
mm.
I just noticed Warner Brothers didn't put stereo on some of their albums. Um, but when I heard that the 12-inch version, it was like it just came on. And I didn't hear those vocals at the beginning.
At the very beginning.
So why you can't? And that wasn't there. And I was just like, oh. And the
Mm,
mix just sounded like it was cleaner than the album version, and it was, I guess, wider. It had more ambient sound to it, and it was a deeper. It was just like a whole. And then it just, then it started going to. Then it was the song. Then it, went to the song,
okay.
and I was
So,
like, okay. So this must be the 12-inch version. But where I lost it was where it's doing the change, and you thinking it's gonna go back to the regular song, and here come Michael Hampton. The guitar solo. So I lost it. I
right,
I just lost it. I
right.
said,
You said this.
I got
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said.
going to the
Wait a
record
minute.
store.
Hold on. You said this ain't Stevie Wonder.
No,
this.
no, I had
Oh,
already
look,
known it
look, look at
wasn't
the. I
him.
know. Look, I got
Yeah,
balloons.
yeah.
That's what I didn't
All
even
right,
try. This,
Mr.
this.
Balloons.
Getting the balloons when I don't
But
need
I had
one.
found out it wasn't Stevie Wonder by then.
I
I'm
know.
just
I
saying
understand, but
12
man,
inch it came out a little later,
but
but I'm just
man,
saying when that did come out, it was just I was already floored by the beginning because it was like kind of I thought I was gonna hear instrumental, and then nah, it was like an extended version. But then when it gets to this change that you think is going back to the regular, how it's regular, arranged, the guitar solo come in, and it was just like, oh. So I didn't. The very first time I heard that version, I didn't hear nothing after the guitar version because now I'm running around figuring out how I'm gonna get to the record store to
I,
go buy it. To go
so
buy it.
right. So yeah, man.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
I
I went and rushed and bought it, and when I seen it had an instrumental version on the back, I couldn't wait to get home. I said, I wonder how this gonna go, and it was this mic playing through the whole song, instrumental.
right.
I was just like, wow,
Well, yeah,
yeah,
man. I heard it for the first time at a party, and I think I attempted to take the record or something because I was like, wait a minute, what am I hearing here? Because the part that I love, it didn't go to the do to your do's your do's. That thing right before it get to the do to your do's, it broke down to my favorite part. That yeah, yeah, and they just stay in that breakdown with either
I know,
Bernie or Doug or Junie, somebody
yeah,
all that
yeah,
weird
yeah,
stuff. And they stayed there for a while. And then, like you said, it came back to the Dodio Dos, but it was a different mix. And then once
yeah.
it
You
got to the
heard the
part where it was
vocals
about to
more.
break down again, it went into Mike. So
Yes,
I said,
but
I
the
gotta get
vocals, it was
this. I said, I gotta go get this. So I believe we were living in Pittsburgh at the time, and there was a music store in Antioch back then called Warehouse Records. I went to
uh-huh.
that place. They had one copy for $3. Seems like everything I bought was $3.99, but it was $3.99. Man, I
Yeah.
got that thing. That's the only record I think from Funkadelic that survived the trip. This thing right here. This thing right here, man.
See, the version I got, I didn't get that version. The version I got, um, no, maybe it was. But what I ended up doing was I got a blank 12-inch cover,
Mm.
and I did this while I was listening to the 12-inch till I finished. I made my own cover.
Man, you
I said,
trip, dude.
dude, I was tripping.
Yeah,
I made I
yeah.
drew my
Oh
little I
man,
drew Mario T Maggot on there
man, you tripping.
from the Funkadelic album.
You
I
tripping.
drew a a funk hand guitar.
Oh man,
I
you
drew the
tripping.
flag. I
Man,
did
you
something
tripping.
down here like a DJ something, and I put Wellington Wig out on there.
You
I
got the
don't know
boom
how,
box. You got the boom box
yeah,
down there. All right, no,
yeah.
not the boom box. That's an
So
amp. Look like a guitar amp.
it's a guitar amp, yeah. And so
Oh man.
I added Wellington Wig out later, but everything else I had put on after when I got that when I seen them at the Funk Fest, the 79 Funk Festival.
Mm.
Then I started adding I
Most
copied the
most stuff, huh?
copied the no, I copied the stuff that um when they assigned my hands, my
Mm-hmm.
mother had backstage, she had took my backstage class when I won it off the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron Ford had signed the hand, Larry Hextall signed it, and Gordon Carlton with Parlett, he signed it. So I sat there and painstakingly copied, well, I kind of traced over them. And then I put the paper that I traced on here and then did the indentions and then filled it. Wow, man, because I was in art class. That's how I was kind of trying to do that. And so I put their copies of their signatures and what they said on there. Then I start putting parts of the songs. Uh, but most of it, when I first got it, I had just did the One Nation Under Groove, Parliament Funkadelic. I don't know why. Then on the back, I got real stupid. I put everybody's name on the back, like the credits for everybody, and I just put, like
Man, you
this is
was
how I wanted the One Nation album, the
man.
12
Wait,
inch to look.
wait a minute. You was long gone fishing on that one, but that's a lot.
I was told up, dude.
That's a lot. That's a
That's how,
lot. That
that's
is a
how,
lot.
dude, that's how much funk had took over
I see,
m
man.
me when
Wait,
I
you see,
was
wait, you
at
see,
age.
I'm sitting here. I'm just letting you spin, cause man, I see.
I'm
That's a
sitting there
lot,
trying.
man.
Dude,
Oof.
I'm sitting there making liner notes on the back of the album cover because I'm going like anybody's name associated with P Funk. I just like it's like I gotta see it. I gotta write Don Silver, Larry Hester. I gotta write Gary Sider. It was just
Hey
it
y'all,
was
and we just on track number one still, just so that you know, if y'all keeping track with us,
we
just so,
should move on, but
but we
yeah, One
still.
Nation was the thing, man. So yeah,
I don't think we could top that, man. We might
I
just have
was
to do the show just for one track right there, man. Good God, man.
I was so mad.
Wait a minute, I didn't know you was writing liner notes for the record, man. You just got
Man,
busy,
dude.
man. Oof. All
Because
right.
you don't know what it did to me when it was like, that ain't Stevie Wonder. That's Funkadelic.
All right, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Really? I thought
Come
they
on.
was because and this was like in the midst of trying to go back and find the other old stuff,
I know, man.
'cause,
I know,
So
man.
and I'm already knowing the Funkadelics that I had was, the 40 I want to know if it's good to you. And then we had Better
Mhm.
by the Pound on the 45,
I
but I didn't
understand,
have that
man.
album,
See, so
And
Funkadelic, once, like I said,
that just don't sound like Funkadelic. It
Funkadelic
just
has
kind of
splashed
sounds
down,
the
and and
Stevie
and and
Wonder
that
frame.
and now they about to get platinum status. So
They went
we
platinum.
gonna close out on One Nation. We might circle back because I still gotta say something about how I missed the anti tour, but we'll get back to that later. Let's
Yeah, that
go
was
into
a good
track
one.
number two, man. Let's go into track number
And
two.
that was another banger that got me stuck, that drew me deeper into uh, like
Okay, so what's the
that
name of it?
song's
We got
called
yes,
Groove Allegiance.
Groove Allegiance. There you
And
go.
that was the play on Pledge Allegiance.
Mm.
So,
I groove
you know,
allegiance to the funk, the united funk of Funkadelica.
Funkadelia. Yeah.
Yahoo!
I pledge groove allegiance to the funk, the united funk, the Funkadelic. Will they funk, do they funk?
And like we said, y'all, you may want to put the song on in the background so you could hear the
Definitely
vibe
want to listen to this album.
because that one definitely had more of a reggae feel, if you will, or
Kind of.
kind of. You know, it was not a One Nation. It was not your 4-4. It was
A
true.
funky funkadelica. Yeah,
It, it,
yeah.
uh,
Junie.
what? Once again, right? Yeah, and Bernie. But on
No, but
this,
I'm talking about the vocals. That part, it
oh,
was just, you could just Junie.
yeah, oh
And
yeah,
and that's when we figure out, oh, that's homeboy. That's the dude from Ohio
Ohio
Players.
players, right?
That's the dude, Granny. Like, man, Ohio Players.
So let me ask you a
Yeah,
question: Is
doing
this Junie's premiere?
yeah, with people, yeah,
Well, I'm saying not just Pete. I'm saying Funkadelic, trying to,
yeah.
on this. So this is the first. He wasn't on because they had been on Warner for another album already with Hardcore Jollies, right?
Hardcore Jollies, but
But
that
I don't.
was probably sessions left up from '76 from them Dr. Funkenstein,
Okay, okay, okay.
Westbound sessions, and all that.
Yeah, you
But
know
you
me.
gotta understand,
I always
this
break
is
it
the
down.
time.
I always break it
This
down
is
for
the time when
marketing
they had new
purposes.
equipment, but
I
we didn't
understand.
know at that time they had new equipment. But it was a whole new game. It was like a whole new thing for them, which is why they sound changed, and they personnel changed.
So now Junie is on board, giving his skills, adding his skills to the pot, and it's
Yeah.
taking it into different directions than kind of where it had gone before. Because I don't remember him doing like a reggae roster type jam before. Do you?
Nah, no, not really.
Yeah. So this was
But
different. Yeah, this was definitely different. But some of the
yeah, it had an
alumni
island
that
sound to it. It
I
had an
okay,
island
island.
feel to
Okay. Yeah, definitely. It definitely it was this definitely wasn't the same 4-4 on the floor drum beat up and down type thing. This was definitely going into a whole different
it. And
direction.
this is when we were introduced to Rodney Skeet Curtis on the bass.
Okay. And this is where we was trying to figure out which came first, the chicken or the egg, when it came to this album versus the Motor Booty album, because I thought he made the premiere on that album.
I thought One Nation came out first, but
Oh, okay.
I'm when you in it, if
Yeah.
you remember, you wasn't there.
There it is. Right. So
It's
anyway,
like the '60s, what they
it's
say.
but it's at least we know it was the same year when it came out. How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Well, okay.
And
So
it
so
was
yeah,
almost it was kind of like it was almost back to back, but
man,
it was
it,
close.
yeah, it was,
So
but Funkadelic was definitely taking the ship into a different direction of your previous
yeah.
Funkadelic of stuff, which I wasn't mad at because I'm like, woo, the
Nah,
One
it was
Nation,
like, man, ain't
this was
nobody,
cool.
this is a whole new sound because other, like it was different than what was
Hmm.
out and what they were talking about. Um,
And so
Kind of
far,
like Chocolate City.
I haven't skipped a groove. I ain't fast forwarded it. I'm digging everything on side one so far. How about you? Or was you one
Yeah,
of or
I,
was you one of those heads that just kept putting One Nation back and then till it had scratches at the beginning?
I no, I did play One Nation uh twice. I
Okay.
played that again, and then I let it play.
Okay.
And then when it was like dum 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 dum
I was like,
dum 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 dum
it, it
dum.
kind of almost like he takes a hit. Like, it's right about
Mm-hmm.
that time.
About that time,
Right. That's what it sounded like. I was like, oh man, they going there?
they asked me where was I going.
I don't know.
I said, well,
Well,
you have to be reasonable, so. I've never been away from home before, and besides, they gave me a good deal, and I
See,
think that Funkadelica
Funkadelic is
you
the
know,
nation.
the nation.
Right.
I'd like to live under. What in the world is this
What
boy
he was
talking
talking
about?
about, right? He was talking about making the change from Ohio players
Exactly,
to
that's
the
what I'm
funk.
saying. So it was kind of like I had to listen to that again because I wanted to hear what he was saying. So and then when he got into it, I mean, and then the cool thing about this album was they had the lyric
They
sheet.
put the words in there, man.
So now you could read along to what they saying and know and you ain't speculating on what
Was
they
this
saying.
first time with words included?
That I can recall,
See,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
same here. That's it, man. I was
And
like,
there
what?
was this
This is. It was different. It was like, okay, you guys kind of letting us. It
yeah.
felt like you was letting me peek behind what's behind the third door. You know, the big deal, cause didn't normally get that.
Yeah. And so you could like really get into what the song was about. It's like this dude is pledging his funk allegiance, his groove allegiance
Groove
to the
Legions.
funk,
Yeah,
and it was, it
and
was
that
like,
he did. And wait a minute, that he did, man.
and he
It,
did, yeah,
that he did. I mean, cause doing this and Motor Booty too. Come, man,
yeah.
some it was
And
it was definitely a nice thing that was taking place. You know, some of the personnel was starting to do some more solo projects or leaving, or the stuff was happening. But man, uh, Mr. Morrison just kind of just said, "Okay, I'll do
yeah,
it."
and you know, those of that new Junie stuff like Susie Thunder Tussie and all that, you could dun, 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 when that was out. So this came out before Bread Alone, but you knew the Junie solo material. It was like that's homeboy from the Ohio Players.
Yeah, because he had copped another deal with Columbia, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was for Bread Alone when he switched and he
yeah.
got to them. The other stuff was on Westbound.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
right, right. I'm talking about after
I
he had
think
bounced from Westbound.
Susie Super Groupie may have was that on Westbound? I think that was on the newer label.
I don't know.
But
So
that was that was the groove too for a minute. Everybody knew that one.
now,
Dun,
I
dun,
wait a minute.
dun, dun, dun,
I did.
dun, dun,
I
dun,
was not
dun.
privileged to that. To Susie, I had to get a
Yeah, but
late
I would
pass.
hear it.
I would have to get a late pass. I didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, well, that was the jam. So,
Oh no, no, it still is. I'm just saying. Just
well,
got
yeah, I
a.
know, but I'm just saying though,
I just got a late
that was
pass.
pre, but
Yeah,
that was around like when Hardcore Jollies was out. So,
yeah.
but for him, and then it's like, oh, he's in Funkadelic now. Oh, okay. I was wondering if they knew each other because they was both on Westbound, but
Right.
you know. But
You
anyway, I
and
digress.
okay, and
Getting
on
back to the base
yeah.
on Groove
Okay.
Allegiance.
Right. So you can't. You got the alumni pretty much doing the do
I
on
knew
that.
it wasn't Bootsy because I could tell by the
On that one
playing
too.
it was somebody.
Yeah, it was
It's
somebody
not
different,
Bootsy.
right? And then on the drums, I see Tyrone was banging on that one, so that's cool. And then Gary and Mike on guitars. Oh, and Junie on guitar on that one. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was Junie's song.
Yeah, and then Bernie on the board. So yeah, man. Groove Allegiance, another banger, different direction. But now we come to track number 3. This is the last.
Who says a funk
Oh,
band can't play rock?
we come to track number 3. This is the last song on side 1, and they letting you know they throwing the gauntlet down. They this
Song is
throws the
titled
gauntlet
Who
down to
Says
saying,
a
okay, we're not your average R&B band.
Who says a funk band can't play rock?
Uh,
Is the name of the song.
and us knowing what Funkadelic can do with some guitars, we know it ain't us saying you can't do it, but maybe this is the song where you play when somebody is doubting that
Or
you
they
can't.
letting you know, because some people didn't consider Funkadelic rock.
Hmm.
They just thought it was just some black people playing guitars
What? But
trying to be rock and roll.
what was the
And it was
thing you would
like, come
say?
on, man, Cosmic Slop was rocking,
What? Hold on, what would you say? It was a saying that you used to say they were too black for the white audiences and too white
yeah,
for
too
the
black for the white people and too white for the black people.
right, right. And that's a
So
that's a trippy predicament to be in. And if you don't know how to make that work, you can go under,
yeah,
right? But they figured it out, right? They figured it out, especially now with this album right here. They figured it out. They knew what they needed to do. They needed a hit. They got the hit, and then they also stayed true to the funkadelic side of things.
let you know who says a funk band can't play rock.
That's right.
Oh yeah, we're gonna play some funk so loud.
Down,
And that
down, down, down,
also
down, down,
bridged
down.
it not only bridged the rock and funk together. To me, it kind of was like a subtle nod to that's what y'all know that rock came from,
Well, come on now. We
you
know the
know.
origins. It
And
came. It came
I'm
from.
just saying that's what that was. It was like,
It's
it
so
was a way to
crazy.
let you know, like,
Let's dance there for a minute, man, if you will. So it's crazy to think that folks don't know in this day and age that rock and roll was black music at the beginning. That rock and roll. I mean, when you go back, it was black folks playing rock and roll. Somewhere
mhm,
down the timeline through the continuum the space-time continuum, somebody got it mixed up and thought it was created by other folks. That ain't the
yeah.
case. That
A
was
lot
not the
of black
case.
people thought that, the rock was, if there was a black band playing rock music, they playing that white boy music.
Right.
Every time you see,
Right.
a brother playing a guitar, say, see, they playing that's that white boy music. And then you heard that
That
so
wasn't the
much,
case. Yeah.
but I'm just saying you heard it so much that that group Wild Cherry had a song play that funky music, white boy. Because you heard that so much that people kept saying, "I ain't playing that white boy
Wait a
music.
minute,
They
man.
playing that
Wait a
white.
minute.
That's that white boy
Hold on.
music. Why you trying to play the white boy music?"
Wait
And I'm just saying that's to me. To me, I would even go as far as to say Wild Cherry did that because of that,
a
because
minute.
that's what was being said all the time. So I think Funkadelic was trying to see. It's like,
Hold on, man. You
I
can't
mean,
throw you.
listen to some Muddy Water. Listen to Electric Mud by Muddy
Man,
Waters.
hold on, man. See, you just start rolling
Rock
down
and
the
roll.
hill and don't stop. Come on, man.
Hey man, the funk inertia is deep.
Wait a minute.
It goes too deep. I can't just be on the surface with it, man. I'm sorry.
No, I ain't asking you to stay on the surface. I'm just asking you to just hang tight for a second. Wild Cherry. Play that funky music, white boy. I would have never thought you would have brought the see. That's all I'm saying, man. I never would have thought you was ready to go down that avenue. That's all I'm saying. But you are correct, sir. And yeah, they probably said, well, wait a minute, we got to bring it back and say, well, look, we could go ding, 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 ding. All they doing is copying some Ohio players' old riffs and,
Yeah,
and,
I
and
mean, it
singing,
was
man.
always
Come
like
on,
that.
man.
Like
Come
it was
on,
always
man.
like that. Cause like I could go back to like Aerosmith's first album.
Oh, see,
They covered "Walking the Dog."
right, right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. So,
And
yeah.
and a lot of their songs, a lot of those rock bands, uh, were copying blues riffs.
It
So
it's not until
and a lot of and
recently. It's not until recently till they finally, and it's almost like someone had to pull up the veil and say, "Y'all know you got that from Muddy Waters. Y'all know you got it from John Lee Hooker. Come on, y'all know you got it. Because at first it was like, oh, well, we're just gonna do it and just make
at,
$1 million off of it.
at the time, black people were always. I mean, that's what they did with Hendrix.
That's what man. What
To
number
the point
one?
where Hendrix was like asking his own people, like, "Is there any black people in the audience?"
Is
You
y'all
know what
out
I'm
there?
saying? I
Wait,
mean, yeah. I mean,
are y'all
he
out there?
was looking for us, man. But and that's why he did that.
The band,
He
that
did the
band of
show going to
Gypsies.
Harlem because he
Yeah,
wanted more black,
right.
to understand. Like, man, this is our music.
Yeah, don't be
You
scared
know
to
what I'm saying?
accept this.
So
Don't
don't
be
be scared.
scared.
Yeah.
Don't be
So
scared
I
of
think
this.
they were just kind of put off from the psychedelic aspect of it
Right.
or whatever.
Well,
'Cause that's
yeah.
what
Well,
George and them went through
right.
because of the drugs and the da da da
Yeah.
da. But
Right.
it was the
But
music
see,
was coming
yeah.
from
But see, and it's hard
the
to
Fats
tiptoe.
Domino, the Little Richard,
It's
the
it's
the Ike Turner,
it's
the
hard to tiptoe
you
through
know
that tone because the
to
excitement of the drugs and all this other negative stuff will always kind of bubble up and suppress what's really going on right here, right? So I
yeah.
get it. So yeah,
And
we
I
kind
get it
of
too, because a lot of black people didn't want to be associated with the whole drug thing because
right, right.
all of that had taken over
Oh
our
man,
neighborhoods,
oh man, but
and
heroin was too deep back then,
it
man.
was
That
always
was
portrayed in the
yeah,
black exploitation movies that
yeah,
somebody's on heroin,
right,
and then
right.
somebody was the cop or the private eye shaft, whatever, trying to take, and then you got Superfly trying to get his last thing so he can get out the game, and it don't work that way. So it's just
All right, man.
I think
I'm-
I see,
mm.
I kind of get it,
Uh,
but
wait,
like I said.
who says a funk band can't
Who
play
says
rock?
a funk band can't play rock? Let people
Yeah,
know that
going
look,
down
we can play our music.
right, and
'Cause that's our music.
won't be
So
scared to
we're
do
gonna
so.
play it.
Right
Yeah, we're gonna play it. That's what I thought.
now, you had the alumni pretty much all the way through on that. There's a name I think I brought up to you that I'm seeing here. Jim Wright was on drums on that one.
Yep, never
Yeah.
heard of him,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Okay. Same here. Okay. So we'll keep it moving. We ain't got to keep. But yeah, just it. But it's pretty much everybody else. Rodney Ski.
I said Paul Warren on that other.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was it. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So now that's the end of side one. So we done went on a really trippy ride from the dance
that was
floor
just
to
three songs.
wait. But we went from the dance floor to Groovalegiance to back to the rock and roll side of things. But now it's time to get up and flip the record over. And here we go
And you
with a
really in
long.
for a treat.
Here we go with a long title that I'm sure has
And
got
I'm
some.
gonna say it.
What? Go ahead. Go ahead. What's the name? But side to track number one.
Um, the name of the song is called, and it's a long word, and then there's a parenthesis at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And that song is Promentalshitbackwashpsychosis Enema Squad, the Doo-Doo Chasers.
Man, it's
Yeah, that was a little bit too much for people.
see, and it's almost like we
Some people
sabotaging.
skip that. A
Yeah,
lot of people
man,
skip
because
that song.
it was too much. But underneath, it's one of the more prettier songs that they've
It
ever
was a
put
love song.
out, man. It was like
Gary's love
it
song
felt
to
like it
his
was
girlfriend.
sabotage
Treat you
though.
right.
Count on with what George was saying on top.
Was.
But no, you said it
Was.
was, but I was
No, it
right.
was. I said
But
it was.
oh,
I
okay, no,
talked to
no,
Gary about it.
okay,
He
no,
said it was,
I understand. But let me just say, I'm a soldier in the funk now. They talking about Uncle Jam on the next one, but by now, man, Funkadelic can't do no harm. I didn't skip this.
yeah.
I started memorizing what George
I
was
didn't
saying
skip
on
it
top.
either.
I was like, man, what did he say? I'm like, let
Dude,
me take it.
I memorized that song word for word and would go back to school just reciting it, trying to be like
Yeah, I'm that dude.
like I made that up or something,
Man,
'cause
man, but
y'all don't like that? Come on, man.
no, no, no. But and that's when I started noticing that I was a little different from everybody. Right? Wait, this song right here. I mean, even with the rock stuff and the island sound and one that, but on this one here, people thought I was a little strange because I would be saying the same thing. Like, man, I would be blasting it just because of what he was saying was so out
Yep.
there. And I'm like, okay. But then go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You was talking about
No, I was
Gary.
just gonna say this song separated the Funketeers
It- yeah.
from the part-time Funkers.
It, you were now a soldier. Wait a
This
minute.
one,
You was
yeah,
part of it. You was part of
yeah.
the
He
military
was a
of the funk.
funkadelic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
was a funk head.
Right. With
And
if if you wasn't
this
skipping
song.
this one, you were a little touched.
But I'm just saying, like, there were people that would skip this song,
Oh
and
man,
it's
yeah,
like,
because man,
how can you, man? Man, come on, man, and start
well,
off.
dun, dun, dun. The world is but man,
But it's like the world is a toll-free toilet. Come
see,
on, man, you want to hear what he's saying after that?
I know, but you knew this wasn't gonna get no airplay. It was like
It wasn't supposed to.
well, I understand. It was like
Well,
a
it
hand.
was, but you know what?
It was a hand grenade. It was like it's too pretty. It was like okay,
Perfection.
hold on. It was to me. It sounded like man, the music is too pretty. What can I do to make sure this thing don't get no
He
play,
said
man?
that, man. He said that in an interview. He said, "No, I wanted to make sure that it didn't, you know, it was too. He didn't want that for Funkadelic."
Y'all put this song on in the background too,
And
cause
then
I gotta
as
hear
we
it.
got to talking in later years, talking to the actual artist, you get then you get the real of what it was, and it was like, but from the beginning of when I first heard it, I was always trying to hear what Gary was singing,
Hmm.
and I could tell it was a love song, and the chords like it was man, the song was melodic in instances, but uh and when I talked to Gary about it, he said, "Oh, that was just one of them things where we wanted to see who could out funkadelic who
Hmm.
and say the craziest stuff over the song." But then it got to the point where he said, "And if you listen to it close enough, you'll hear us start singing. He's stepping up the song," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, so it was like a way to, who could come up with the craziest
I understand, man.
stuff?
It
Who
kept
could
it.
who could come up?
He out
Let's see
funk.
who can do the work.
To me,
And
he out
and yeah,
funkadelic
he
on
just.
this,
I
man.
mean, that was
Yep, that's what it sounded like to me, dude. Because
that was
it was like
that
way
was the
too much on
beauty
top
of
of a love
George's
song.
imagination,
Yeah,
because it's like dude is talking.
fried ice cream is a reality, man. Come
Fried
on,
ice
man.
cream is a reality, and and at the time we're like, what is fried ice cream? But fried ice cream is an actual,
I
dish.
understand. Hey, not when I was
And
15 years old. It wasn't no reality.
no, actually it was. It was like
I
one of
said
them upper echelon.
for me, it
I know,
living
but
where
I'm just
I'm
saying.
living. I thought he was tripping.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I would look. I was one of them inquisitive kids. I looked with fried ice cream. I said, "How you gonna fry it?" I'm looking it up. It's like a delicacy type thing, But it was like upper S, like you was in Hollywood.
Okay.
You got fried ice cream,
All right.
and it's a reality. So
Okay.
it's like anything
All right.
happen. Basically, is what he's saying. But just what he was talking about,
Oh, but yeah, that's just one of the lighter
social
things.
bugs.
Yeah, see, that's what we can't say half of the stuff he's saying on this track. So it was truly, and this is before they had labels and everything, so you could get away with saying a whole bunch of stuff back then, right?
And
Without it
psychologically speaking,
making, yeah. So,
we're in a state of mental
we,
diarrhea. Talking it a mile a
um,
minute. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like
I
he was talking
understand,
it,
but
but it
look,
was making sense.
but it if it had came out after I'm tripping now. If it had came out after the whole Prince thing with Darling Nikki, this thing would have had a label on it too, man. That's all I'm saying, because it had a whole bunch, and several other Funkadelic albums did too. We know that, but that's what once again it has been that love song got Funkadelicized. So who do we got?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
and
see Jerome
and
on
I
drums on this. That's cool.
and I always wanted to hear
Uh,
the
Boogie on
song
bass.
without it. I always wanted to hear the song without the it talking.
And Gary, guitars. Yeah, it's a trip because it says lead vocals George Clinton and Gary Scheider.
Yeah, because they was both talking crazy.
Well, not about the same
And
thing. That's
Gary
for
was
sure.
singing, I'm
Right.
just saying, man, it's like,
All right. So that's that one, man.
let's out funkadelic each other on this.
Now, like I said, I'm still
And it
listening
was
to it.
12 minutes long.
It was a long one. It was a long one. And then we go into track
You
number
go
two on track on side
another
two.
slow song.
Another slow one. I'm like, okay.
Into You.
Yeah, into
And that
you.
was like a socially conscious one.
Mm.
Can't get into the neutron box.
Well, who do we have guest starring on lead
Can't get
vocals?
into the drug addict principle. It was, you know,
That was Ray
I think it was
Stingray
just kind of
Davis.
too deep for people, man.
That was
Only the true
Ray
funk heads. That was Ray
Ray
Davis.
Stingray Davis. And it also says Ron Ford on there. And
Yeah,
Gary
yeah,
and Junie.
yeah.
For lead though, but I always thought it was just Ray by
Into
himself.
You. No, you could tell
Oh,
it wasn't Mike.
okay, but that's almost like background to me. See, for me, on that sound
Yeah,
like, but that main lead part, man, that sound like Ray 100, man.
yeah. It was like Ray featured vocalist on that song.
Hey, I got a surprise for you on this, and I ain't gonna get too deep, but I see something saying banjo here, and it has Cordell Boogie Marson, that's French, playing banjo. I don't remember hearing a banjo on that song. Do you?
Just listen to the guitar.
I'm asking
How
you. Okay,
and I don't
I remember hearing a banjo on One
picked it up
Nation.
after he picked it up after Bobby Lewis put it down for a minute. It's like it's
Boogie was
like
good for that, man.
yeah, he little man, he little, he the black leprechaun. He can sneak around. You can't see it. So it's like he did on handcuffs. He took Boosie bass, kept the Mutron pedal on, played bass on handcuffs, and that's what he did on Interview with the banjo. He said, "Where Bobby
Man,
at?
but I don't even hear banjo on that
Keep
song. Do
keep him
you?
out the studio for a minute.
Wait a minute,
I
do you hear
don't play.
banjo on that song? I gotta isolate some tracks, I
Listen
guess,
to it.
man. I
Just listen
will.
to
I'll
it.
go back and listen to it
Listen
then.
to it.
All right. I just don't. I just
It
didn't
sound
remember.
like this end with the guitars. That's
Okay. Okay. All right. So, we
but
gonna keep it moving, man.
he's probably playing it like
Well, I'm just looking at the little credit thing on here. So
but who knows, man. Somebody
that was a
probably
pretty
just
song, though, man. Like you said, it was
it was a
political.
night.
Yeah,
It
very
was a
very nice
yeah,
song. Once
very
again, though,
socially
we
conscious
we're
song.
kind of doing we doing the Funkadelic cosmic slop thing. We dancing with you, but we also talking to you, letting you know what's going down in the world. So that was a
Yeah.
nice cut, man. All right,
Which
now
brings us to Cholly.
track number
Funk get
three,
ready to roll.
Charlie, in parentheses, Funk get ready to roll. I thought this was Bootsy up and down. We talked about this offline, so I'm going to let you talk about it and do whatever.
Well, he
I thought it
got
was,
writer's credit, so that's
who
why I
did?
thought. But then
Who
Skeet
did?
is over too, so I think it's both of them.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I
Who got
think
writers credits? You got the thing right there. What did it say?
William Collins.
Oh, oh, okay,
So,
okay.
but then again, it sounds like Bootsy on drums. But it's probably somebody else. It's probably Tyrone or somebody.
It's Tyrone. Yeah, yeah. And
But
Larry. And how you pronounce his last name? Larry Frantangelo
Fratangelo,
or Tangelo on percussion.
Fratangelo,
Okay. Tangelo. Got you. I'll just say Larry. I won't mess it up.
Fratangelo,
Yeah.
Larry
But
Fratangelo.
man, yeah, I
He's the
could
one that brought that.
love that sound. Love that.
Oika,
The Weka.
Oika,
A Weka.
Oika,
Man, I mean,
CUI,
okay.
Oika,
All right.
something like that.
That ain't the thing with the
My
water in the
mic cut.
bottle, is it?
It's like it's a like some kind of animal skin type thing with a hole in it, and you wet this stick
You wet it.
and you
See, I knew it
stick
had
it in
something to do with
between,
water. Yeah,
and you just
yeah.
go like this, and it go like that. It's a
And I,
trip, man.
I ain't. Hey, out of respect, I ain't gonna say what you just sounded like right there.
I know. It's because that's what it sounded like. Try to sound like a gorilla, right?
I'll
That's what it.
never say that to another
But
brother.
then
I'll
that
never
was
say
kind of
that.
like
Okay,
that was
just be
kind of
clear.
like that's kind
Uh-huh.
of like the precursor to scratching too.
Oh, without a doubt, man, of course. But it was
My voice has gotten deeper as I got older. When I was younger, I could sound like
okay. All right.
uh,
But yeah, that song should have been another single. I don't know.
it
Did they really?
was.
Oh, it was. But I wait
Yeah,
here.
that was the second single.
Well, here I go. I never heard it on the radio. Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
not that many times
what
though.
station was you listening to?
It
Cause
was on KSOL or whatever the
man,
hell
I didn't hear that on no
KDIA
KS.
somebody.
I didn't hear that on no KDIA
I
or
heard it. They
KSOL,
even
man.
advertised. They had like an advertisement for it too. Like the next to second single on the Funk of One Nation Under Groove with Cholly.
Cause this show wasn't pro mental shit back.
No,
This show
that
wasn't
wasn't
gonna
gonna
be
be that.
that.
They was gonna have to mix George out of that to put that
And
out.
yeah, they could
Then see
have.
that. See now we going back to that song.
Okay.
That song, Gary's vocals
Yeah.
had that Bobby Womack and New Birth. That song kind of reminded me of New Birth too.
All right, man.
Like
You went
being
back in time.
being
I got you.
being such a long time. It just had that,
Yeah, man, but
So,
we couldn't hear it because somebody was peeing all over the place on top of the
well,
thing,
I
man.
mean,
Come on.
that was Funkadelic though. That's
Okay.
what
All right. But we
Funkadelic.
back on Charlie. Let's get back on Charlie, man.
Yeah,
Charlie.
and
It
that
looks
was a
like,
story. That was when we go like Charlie was
yeah, who was Charlie?
Charlie. I think he was some kind of manager within, like he may have been
Oh,
a tour manager or something.
oh, okay.
Uh, but he was
Mm,
a very integral part of them at the time.
mm. And they
His name
wanted
was
to take
Charlie
Charlie when they
Vaseline.
go. But
Charlie Vaseline,
I
and it
remember
was like,
seeing that name. I remember seeing that
yeah,
on some
that was
things.
him. That's
Okay.
him.
Okay.
And it was, like I guess it was his first foray into the funk.
Mm.
Like he about to go on a journey with
Well,
them.
yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah,
You
you
riding with
was.
Funkadelic now, Charlie.
It's gonna get.
I
It's
mean,
gonna get. You're
the
gonna see some
lyrics.
different things that you wouldn't see with Wild Cherry. It's gonna be a little
It was
different over
like
here.
his story, man.
Right.
I was strung out on box, and
And
Beethoven
Beethoven
was
was
my
my
thing.
thing.
I dug jazz, I
I
dug
dug
rock,
rock.
anything
Anything
with
with
the
the dip
swing.
dip dip
And
dip
I
dip
ran
dip.
into a voice who said, "Never so much more."
Find the void
There's
that
a
you
voice.
miss.
Yeah.
Cause there's plenty to explore.
We want to take you, Charlie, when
All
we
right.
go.
Okay,
You
man.
want to take me?
We gonna spare our listeners, man, because we tripping. Okay. All right.
No, we ain't tripping.
Man,
Just
we is
listen to the
tripping. I
song.
mean, it's okay to
Listen to
trip.
the song. I'm just saying, it's a story, man. It's like he's telling a story about
And
he
Gary
about to
tells it
roll with
well.
P Funk.
Gary,
He about to roll with P Funk.
I love the
And
way
that's what that song
Gary.
did to me. So if I can't sing, so what? It
But
sound That's what it did to my heart.
wait a minute,
It
that's
made
what.
it told a story that
He
if I
said.
was to
So
sing
what?
a story, my first foray getting into P Funk, it would kind of like be the same thing because it was this is what your life is gonna be now. Yeah, you was into this at first, but now
Mm,
we about to take you over here now.
okay.
So that's it hit that song hit me like,
Man, like every single song on this album so far. So, like,
yeah.
we
You
ain't
done
said nothing
made
bad.
your groove allegiance.
Yeah, we ain't said nothing bad about the 6 track so far. This has been the only one that had a little tiny hiccup was Pro Mental. So, but other than that, we've
That
been
wasn't no
smooth.
hiccup. That was just for those who couldn't take that one. That's on them.
That co-
I I ain't got no sympathy for you
I'm
if you didn't
saying
want,
for
you wasn't
GP,
feeling that
but
one.
for the general audiences, man. That's all I'm saying. That was a
General
hiccup.
nothing.
All right, man. Okay.
General chaos and private hang up. You must have some private hang-ups if you didn't like dig that song.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's how I
Okay.
feel.
All
Because
right.
like I said, that one separated the real Funketeers from the rest.
Okay.
So
Now
you can send your hate mail my way on
to
that one.
David Chaos, not me. Send it over. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, send it over there, right there. All right. So the album's over now. But wait. But
We got
wait.
a special 7-inch EP
But
that
wait.
runs
There's something that looks like a
$39.
45, but it's got a small hole in the middle. It ain't. Do you have it handy over there? Cause oh, see now mine didn't have the that
That's
Warner.
more of what you're funking
Mine did
for.
not have the
Yeah, you had
Burbank
this.
label. Oh, look, you
Yeah, you
got
had
both
this
of them.
one.
Look at you
Yeah.
just whipping them
That's
out.
how many, dude. That's how many Funkadelic albums I had. I
Oh
mean,
man.
One Nation album. See,
Oh jeez, come on, man, you
it
killing me,
came with that one,
man. Good
and that I
lord.
don't know what happened. One of the covers I made into a binder. I tore the whole cover up and made it into a binder for school. Like, like, dude, this ain't the one. But what I did, I took a real binder and I measured it, and then I made the folds up in here. And then I took the spine from a binder with the little clips, the three clips, and I made it through, and that was my binder for school. It was a funky dog. Now I had some problems with this seam. Yep, it wouldn't stay square, like square, and this middle would pop into a little. But I still had the hooks going through here, and it was my binder for a minute at Westlake. And yeah, everybody's looking at me like, "Oh, gone, man. He funked out. They got him."
Yeah, see, but I had
Why you
left
tear up the
already.
album
Yeah,
cover like that?
I had left already. Yeah, so I mean, you was on your own, man. I had left you,
I was
brother.
a lost cause, man. I was
I
just funked out.
if I was around,
That was
I'd have
my
been funking
period.
with you.
That was my period where I had stopped listening to everything else. When I had was going back and I got enough, I just started immersing myself in just all P Funk.
At that
From
time.
Parliament, Funkadelic to Boosie,
Oh, okay.
the rise of everything that was out at that time.
Oh, it was an army.
And then then I,
People don't
then when I was
understand that,
going
man.
back, yeah, yeah,
That
and I'd sit in a room and just listen to the album over and over and over.
man, when you just said from Boosie to the Brides, and that's what we touched on a little earlier. It wasn't just like your average band. It was so many splinters, but even the splinters maintained that level of funkadelic on each and every project, man. So
What got me was the musicianship and the stories inside the album covers for Funkadelic.
right.
The artwork, the 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 magnifying glass reading some of them little micro comics that Pedro was putting on there. 'Cause a lot of them had some meaning to them.
So man,
Danny depressed.
yeah, I remember Danny
Uh,
Depressed. That was a good one too.
uh,
They had a
they
lot of little
playing,
stories within stories that you had to literally put
yeah,
out a magnifying glass
magnifying glass,
to
yeah.
see.
So look at that.
Because even on the album it was small. Let alone if you're trying to see it on a CD or something, man, it was
Yeah, some
impossible.
of it you could see. Like now, back then I could read it, but now I need these little peepers.
Hmm.
And they had this one, this little comic in the corner about dealing with the label
See,
with Warner Brothers.
they were throwing jabs left and right, man.
Man, it was like dude was about to lose his job for putting the album out with Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh man,
So let's get to that mini record, man. That 45 with the tiny hole in it, cause we still got 4 more tracks to go through.
yeah. I mean, you got this little comic right here.
Yeah.
It's just a trip, man. something you can't get in with the CDs. But yeah. So the more of what you're funking for, um,
So what do they name them? Side one or A or B or what?
special EP.
What's on?
Um,
Is it side one or
it's
side?
side three and side four.
Oh, they keeping it rolling. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So we on side three, y'all, and it's playing at 33 and a third, but it's the size of a 45. So you gotta be paying attention on when you starting it out with what speed it's on. So and what hits us upside the head.
First one that hits you upside the head is a live version of Maggot Brain.
Oh, really? See, I thought it. See, I
Yeah,
got the
side
size.
three.
Oh, see, I thought it was something else. Okay, my bad. I thought we was
No,
okay. Go
Maggot Brain.
Maggot Brain
And
live. Okay.
that is
Mm.
now this version has drums in it. I know the
Well,
original
yes,
version
it
had drums
does.
in it, but they pulled it out in the mix for the impact of the song. George felt like, nah, we need to take everything out, and just let Eddie solo be the song on this one.
And which
In
album
which,
was that on? Which album was
that
that
was
on?
that was the first Maggot Brain album, original Maggot Brain album.
Okay. All right.
Where
Okay.
he took everything else out except the rhythm and lead guitar.
Right. And he told him to
And
play like what?
then when they re-released it,
Oh.
when they had the reprint going on a couple of years ago, whatever, they finally released the full version with the drums and keyboards in it.
All right.
And it kind of it's cool, but
It ain't the same.
you could yeah, because it's like
It it ain't the same.
It
It ain't
ain't,
the
no, it
same.
ain't. And you can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
why
but
George was like, nah, let's pull
but
this out
but
and
let's
let this
but
speak for itself.
I know we talking about a different album, but since you brought it up, what did George tell Eddie to play like?
The rumor is that he told Eddie to play as if he heard his mom had just died.
Yeah. See, man, and that rendition of Maggot Brain,
And that's
it,
the original.
we're talking the original.
Yeah.
It's that version cannot be done again. But
Iconic.
it's iconic. So, but now coming back to '78, this live version with
This live version
our
is
dude Michael Kidd
Michael Kidd Funkadelic
Funkadelic
Hampton playing this song note
note
for
for
note
note. Yes,
of the original.
man.
So basically, Kid Funkadelic channeled Eddie Hazel on this live version. And
And
they say, I believe this
mm,
one was recorded at uh,
Monroe, Louisiana.
Monroe Civic Center in Monroe, Louisiana,
Yeah,
April 15th, 1978.
man.
Says live recording by the RCA Mobile Recording Unit of New York.
Right.
So that was when they were doing, you know, and that version is, some say they like it better than the original version.
Mm.
But I put them I put them side by side.
See, and I put them on two different categories. I don't even compare. It's one because you can never, no one can ever do a first version again, right? So Eddie's is gonna be a
And nobody
standalone,
can do this version again either.
and and what they captured,
They can't.
what they captured live for this mini 45 33 and a
EP.
third EP can't be done again. It's very similar to what we say about the live version of Cosmic Slop.
Cosmic Slop. It's
On
the best
Archive.
live version of Maggot Brain
Yeah. Period.
on wax.
Period.
You may hear some better versions live
I,
at the shows or whatever,
yeah.
but
Yeah. It was a good capturing because all that made me do was say, I got to go back and do some research and find out where the funk did this come from. If this is a live version, what's going on? So it all
Yeah.
it did was catapult me on that time machine to go back and start archiving and digging up old
Tell
great
them who on
songs.
drums.
Uh, for this live one,
Hmm.
Tyrone.
Okay, so this was, I don't know, man. It was like this one of the ones you know it's gonna be played three times in a row,
Mm.
and then you're gonna go back and listen to the original version.
Well, that's what it made me go back in time
Hmm.
because it was played so perfectly.
Yeah,
And so did that take up the entire side of side three?
nah, pretty much. Yeah, it left 53 seconds left for "Think It Ain't
That ain't
Illegal
illegal
Yet"
yet.
chant,
Okay, right, okay.
where the crowd is,
Which was
George got
which,
everybody.
which is
And that
magical.
was a trip because it was like, "Think It Ain't Illegal
Illegal
Yet."
yet. And now, lo and behold,
Look
you
at it.
you ain't allowed to think.
Yeah, you ain't. They told you better think now because it ain't illegal yet. Now it's pretty much just
Now you
illegal
now you end up in either canceled or in jail or both.
or some camp somewhere.
Okay, all right.
It is like that's what you get for thinking.
Okay.
That's another album.
All right.
Oh, but
So
yeah,
so
I
it
mean,
fades it. So it
those
fades.
messages,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
was always there. Uh, even with in Funkadelic. I mean, in Funkadelic,
Oh, well, yeah, yeah, of course, yeah. We went through
you
those.
might as well pay attention because you
You
can't
can't
afford
afford
free
free
speech.
speech, right? Without a
So,
doubt.
you know, so yeah, so that little chant was a trip.
Man, it was a powerful chant, though. It wasn't just like, "Hey,
Yeah,
everybody, put your hands together and
the
repeat
hair
after
stand
me."
up on you.
Man, it sounds like he's starting a revolution or something with that, man.
Don't say that word.
Come on, man. It sounded like you you want to be starting something. Got to be starting. So
Oh,
that's what it sounded like, man. He was getting ready to start
he
something
had the
with
whole
that, man.
auditorium on that one. You could hear him.
Everybody in that
I was the
crowd.
one like you could hear him way in the back going right before the whistle go. "Weir, weir." I was like, "Frank."
You know this is
I'm
gonna
just
be a
messing
short,
with
right?
you.
No,
I'm just
you know I'm gonna take
messing.
this scene right here, and don't look for it coming soon, y'all.
Oh, I was just messing with you,
I
man.
don't care. That was chaos, and everybody else in Louisiana down there chanting. Okay, yeah, you're right,
I
K,
hadn't been to
K,
Louisiana yet, so I wasn't.
K. Yeah. You and everybody in Louisiana will say that they on that part on that chant. Okay.
See what I mean? I was just playing. Okay, but
All
anyway,
right.
so you
Okay. So
flipped it,
it's time to
over to
wait. We
side
coming to the
four.
end, y'all. We coming to the end. We coming to the
Yeah,
end. The
finally,
last
it's another
size.
2 hour
Yes,
with us.
another 2 hour extravaganza. We coming to the end. Come on. All right.
To do this show over to shorten it up.
Oh
But
man, no. We giving them more than four, just like that 45. We giving you more of what you
well,
funking
what you
for you.
funking for?
Come on, man.
So,
So now
yeah.
when you
So the
drop the
next one
needle
is,
down on this,
oh man, I had to play this one like five times because it was like
I'm tell you
could have
what I think
swore
it.
I heard. When it get to the breakdown,
Dun
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 dun.
dun dun. I could have swore I had heard that from somewhere, and I couldn't place it.
Hmm.
It just sounded familiar,
Okay, well, what's the
especially
name
with
of
the
it, man?
keyboard.
Man, come on, you got to say the name of it first before we come on now. What's the name of it?
Lunchmeataphobia. Think it ain't illegal yet, in
What
parentheses.
what the heck is lunch meat a phobia? Someone that's scared of a sandwich?
The fear of being eaten by a sandwich. They said it in Promental.
I know,
Hit
man, but
backwater
everybody don't know
psychosis.
that, man. But I gotta ask these questions. You gotta remember.
That's why I'm saying it separated the Funketeers from the part-time funkers. If you didn't listen to Pro Mental, It Backwash Psychosis,
You
Enema
wouldn't have,
Squad,
you wouldn't have known
you
what that.
wouldn't have known what the title of this song was referring to.
Right, right. So
Lunchmeataphobia, the fear of being eaten by a
see,
sandwich.
that part should have been in parentheses right there, but it wasn't. It was like think it ain't illegal yet because that was part. He does that chant again in this
And that
song.
is a and that right off when I first heard the first open, dun, 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 all that. First thing I thought of was swing down, sweet cherry.
See, you took my thunder. That's exactly what I was about to say because that's what it told me. It
That's what
it
it was.
it felt like a vamp from that because that's when the scenes when they started back when they was landing the mothership. And if they had everything just tuned just right, you would hear
Yep.
that down. It would just
Down, down,
down
down,
down
down,
down
down,
down
down.
down
Get your down, down,
down
down,
down. But
down,
man, the way that
down,
they
down,
captured
down,
this one though, man.
down, with feedback. Yeah.
With the wait a minute, with those
I used to
new
do that with that little pedal. Remember the pedal I
I
could
remember
step
that
on?
that hold and sustain pedal, man. But
Yeah.
they had got those new instruments and those new
Yep.
amps, and you can
Now
really
there's a
on there.
discrepancy that some
Oh,
saying
see,
this was live or some saying it wasn't. I think it was live, but
and some of us say no.
and some people say no. But I'm gonna live in my live fantasy and say that one was live. I don't care what nobody say. That one was live.
All right, I ain't gonna argue
But
with you
anyway,
because we
the,
in hour number two already. So
I got one,
okay.
but I got one for that. Me and another ill story. We was because that was one of the songs we used to always just vamp on that one, and
Yeah.
then we do swing down with it. And one time we were just sitting up tripping, like, man, what was they thinking about? And ill said, man, they probably, you know how you get the food backstage. They probably, they probably had food. This was probably sound check, man. And they had got food poisoning from that food backstage. So that they were scared to eat.
They need
But they
no
was
more
so they
provided
just went
food
out there. They just went out there mad.
and
They
hungry
just started
still.
playing it. Yeah. I said, man, probably right. It just
I
kind
hear
of
you,
sound like an angry version of swing down.
man.
Oh,
Hey, let me
but
just
yeah.
give you some players, man. Who do you think's on drums? And can't nobody tell me
Jerome,
different. So freaking
Jerome
lootly.
Braley.
He beat those drums like they
Jerome.
stole dope. Those drums on that song. I said it before and I say it again.
He
They
was
needed to change.
hard on that one.
Man, come on. Those drums
And of
was
course,
tired
Michael
after that song.
Hampton on guitar.
Absolutely. And then and
Now, who was on bass?
our
Don't
black
tell me it was
leprechaun.
him.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep,
That's what I say. This one was and you got Bernie on the clav. So that was
yeah.
alumni.
Plus, he was playing some other keyboard when it go. Doo, then he didn't hear that. Dun, dun, that.
Oh
Dun,
yeah, yeah.
man.
Yeah, but yeah.
Wow. That's see that part sounded familiar to me. Was
From
like,
what
where?
though? From what?
I don't know. It
Oh,
just sounded
I thought you said it
familiar.
sounded like you figured it out what it was.
No, I just nah. That was like the best part of the song to me is
All
when
right,
it
so
goes.
if any of y'all out there know where that vamp, if y'all know that vamp from that song, Lunchmeataphobia, let
Maybe
us
it was
know.
just the sound of the keyboard, but it was that got me. That's so I had to listen to that song 5 more times.
Man,
But
I think
last but not
okay,
least,
before you say last
on the
one, I just want to say I listened to that song about 10 times, dude, because that was
see,
just it was just one of those
that was
tracks.
it.
It was funkadelic. To me, that was a
That to me,
funkadelic.
okay,
That was a stamp.
that was the best song on the album to me.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Because it was funkadelic. It was
Uh,
everything that funkadelic that you heard of, what they sound
mm.
like, or what you would think.
See,
Well, what is funkadelic? What they sound like? You put this one on.
okay,
That's what
see, and
that's what funkadelic
all
sound
right.
like.
So, brother, I'm gonna say I hear you, but to me. every song stood in its own category on this album because no two of them really
That's
sounded
true.
alike. And
That's true.
it's hard for me to say which one was best. One Nation because of the danceability, but for the Funkadelic, Lunchmeataphobia. I mean, so it's like it was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was like a
You
Parliament
right.
Funkadelic
You
thing
right.
going on right
But
there.
but
But
this last song is what made me think that Lunchmeataphobia and this last one
mhm.
were the best ones on that album.
Okay, so
And
what's
I
the
just gravitated to them songs, and that's those the ones that I
gotcha
played
over
that
and
got
over?
the scratches
Oh,
sounds
okay.
on them.
So what's the
Uh,
name of the very last track on side four, track number two?
PE Squad, Doodoo Chasers,
That
and
sounds
this is
familiar.
basically
Hmm.
yeah, it's an instrumental version of Promental Hit Backwash Psychosis
Ain't
Enema
that a
Squad.
trip? And see it, and over here I see it in parentheses. It says groove instrumental instead of
Yeah,
instrumental. They say grooves. The something about the groovermental or something. So yeah, man. So now you get to hear that pretty music that was underneath Promental, correct?
yeah, but you don't you hear the music, but you you waiting to hear Gary's
Garrett
vocals,
come
but you don't. So
and
you just
Garrett.
hear instrumental.
So they turned down George and Gary.
It took
Come
down
on.
all the vocals.
Oh man. Man.
Yeah, it's called PE Squad Doodoo Chasers, going all the way off instrumental version.
See, okay, now over here it says Groovester for some reason.
Okay, see that's on my reissue.
Wait a minute, I got it. Ah,
um, that yeah, that was deep.
yeah.
This reissue was kind of deep. Uh, they still put the lyric sheet in it.
Yeah.
Um,
Man.
and then a regular, but they made it like a double album instead of a more what you funkin' for EP. So
Mm,
you got the main album is red, and the EP is now a 12-inch green. This is green. It looks black, but it's really green.
hmm
Uh,
Hey man, and on the CD, after Charlie, they wait a minute. The CD's got something. Was Charlie track number 6 or track number 3 on your album? What's track number 3 on your album? What's track number
green.
3 on your album?
It's who said the funk band can't play rock?
On side 2. I'm sorry.
Oh, Cholly.
Okay. But then for track number 7, it's Lunchmeataphobia. It ain't, and then
Because
PE.
that's on side two.
No, Lunchmeataphobia is on
I mean
that
side
45.
four.
Yeah, but look, that's what I'm trying to hear me out, brother. If that's on side 4, it shouldn't be coming after Charlie. It should be Maggot Brain should be coming on after Charlie.
Yeah, yeah. See, because on my CD, Maggot Brain is the last song.
Same here. Yeah, so they did a
Yeah,
little
they
connections
did a
and hey,
switcheroo
hold
on.
on. They did some connections and disconnections on that one.
You see. Unless the other one was
And it doesn't even
uh
have it doesn't show the chant on here either. So yeah. They just not paying attention to
yeah.
details again. Come on, y'all.
Now the deep thing about this reissue that has the green vinyl, which is the this is the EP, and it has all of that on one side. Maggot Brain,
Oh.
Can't Think It Ain't Legal Yet. Then number two, but they got that as one song, Maggot
Mm,
Brain and the Chant. And
mm-hmm.
then Lunchmeataphobia is song number two, and PE Squad, the going all the way off instrumental is number three. But lo and behold, on the back on side four,
Mm-hmm.
he put the One Nation 12-inch version on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's more than what you're funking for
call it the
right there.
disco mix though.
I don't care what they call it. Is it the 11-minute
11
version?
minutes and 10 seconds.
I'll take it. But see, what's missing though is Mike's 5-minute instrumental guitar
Yeah,
version.
they don't have that. But
Yeah.
it's in that version, but it's not, they don't have the instrumental with the solo by itself.
No,
Because that was the
I understand,
B
but
side.
it wasn't the like Mike just sit down and play to this, and that's what it sounded like for the
Yeah.
instrumental for his side, his 5 minutes of funk, and he just
Well,
tears
yeah,
it
they
up.
throw it in the original 12-inch mix, but it ain't the full 5 minutes.
It ain't, yeah, because then it comes
But
back to
but
the
it's the
song.
same
Yeah,
solo though,
I
because that's
understand.
that's the instrumental. 5 minutes and 48 seconds of instrumental with just the guitar. And I
Uh,
could have swore it said guitar instrumental on one printing,
mhm.
but I could be wrong.
All
But
right, man. So look, brother,
yeah, so that's a classic album, One Nation Under a Groove, which that's what we are. Living in these times now, remember that, folks. We are one nation under a groove. Stop the nonsense.
just cut it out. Get it out of here. Stop it. Just stop
Yeah,
it, y'all. Just stop.
ain't got time for all that.
So yeah, man. Thank y'all once again for doing giving us the opportunity to do what we do because we love doing this. As you could tell, this we could talk funk forever. But we're gonna switch it
Forever.
up. We may do some other things, some shorts here, and maybe even some different topics. But man, this is our groove right here. This is when you
Yeah.
put the needle down. This is what you get out of us. This is it. We are the cracks between the tracks. So keep coming back for more, y'all. Funkadelic, Parliament, Bootsy, Brides, Bernie, Eddie. I mean, it's so much going on that
Boogie,
we just gonna keep
Ray,
funking out, man.
Fuzzy,
We just gonna keep funking with y'all.
George,
So,
Gary,
and we gonna ask you one more time before we get out of here. We need you to hit that like, that subscribe,
and if you feeling froggy, go ahead and hit that share button.
and notify. See, I wanted to do it out of sequence that way, but yeah, and the
Okay, well,
notify.
do it over. Do
No,
it over. Edit
no,
that
no,
part.
we ain't gonna do nothing no other. They know what's happening now. So thank y'all. We appreciate it. Kay, you got anything to say before we get up out of here, brother?
Yeah. Uh, we're one nation under a groove, y'all.
Right on, man. We definitely are. And with that being said, let's see if we can get it popping. We had some other balloons pop up, but see that my balloons just pop when they want to pop, man. They don't
So
they
what? I
dumb.
I don't get Nathan.
Come on. Bam, 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 bam,
When you least
bam.
expect it, it's
Yeah,
gonna pop up.
yeah.
Do the peace sign, but come on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought that was it. Oh,
Yeah, that's
One Nation, y'all. I guess I gotta be more on the
it.
camera. We are truly making it one nation for y'all because you making it one nation for us, y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.
Yeah.